we want our children, even ourselves, to eat healthy.
True.
But it's not as easy as it is said. You cannot move around with fresh pineapples the whole day. It's really a bit difficult.
Yeah.
Even for our children, they will get tired of it. As I was trying to put the product out there, someone came out of the blue and was like, no, this product, all I can say is that it opened my ears. That spoke to me quite a lot. And others came, it has opened their eyes. Obviously, there were a few jokes here and there. But this is someone who has become really a serious client.
Welcome to Chat with Charles Layo, and in today's chat I have a guest who is having an interesting story. He's an agro entrepreneur who is running an agro-food processing business right here in Northern Uganda. And his story is quite amazing, and things that you should look up in this podcast is one, he actually started his business with a borrowed saucepan, which is something very amazing to know about. And also he did a lot of research, like reading PhD publications to learn more. Also, his products right now is in Netherlands. And lastly, something interesting that you should look up to is he did a lot and he had a failed Rolex stand. And let's dive into this chat and we get to know more from him today. I believe your product has not taken so long in the market, but you've touched some bit of community already. So that makes me to ask my next question. What impact have you seen already in the community, or what impact do you tend to create through your products in the community of Northern Uganda, where this product comes from?
Yeah, so there are those which are very visible, and there are those which are really subtle, but can really speak to my heart.
Yeah.
So obviously the immediate impact, you're looking at employment. Right. The people who do support me to produce these products are directly getting employment.
Yeah.
And for some of them are people without really the highest of qualifications. So that is one immediate impact.
Yes.
You're looking at where we're sourcing a lot of these inputs that go into the product. As much as I mentioned that the chili at the moment we're sourcing it from Kampala, but that is because chili production had broken down in Gulu.
Yeah.
But I'm sure from the next planting season we're going to onboard farmers to plant it specifically for us.
Yeah.
But even for the market vendors where we're going to buy the spices, the cardamom, the cloves, this is an income which is coming directly to them.
Yeah, yeah.
The other day, after one of the outlets which operates on commission, after they had sold the products at the end of the month, so they paid me and I gave them a receipt for the commission. And I felt so good when I gave that commission. I read the figure. It was not really that much. I think the commission was not even 20K.
Yeah.
But you can't imagine how good I felt that, okay, someone has gotten 20K out of my product.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that is happening. But the other is from the feedback I get from the clients.
Yeah.
So there's this young lady who was working in Mukono in a medical facility.
Yes.
So she came to Gulu and she bought the product. And she bought it just to support me. Really not because she loved chili. It was to support me. But after 2 weeks, she was calling almost on a daily basis, demanding, if she had a gun, I would be on gunpoint, demanding for the product to be available in Mukono. Why?
Yes.
She used not to eat the hospital food because it was not cooked to her liking.
Oh, okay.
So most times she would forego lunch,
and
then she would cook in the evening. But my product changed that. It changed it, and she would be looking forward to the next meal because she knew she had a weapon to add into the meal and make it amazing. And that is really a testimony which which touched me quite a lot, and it made me realize I'm not just doing anything else but something which is impacting people.
Wow, it's actually amazing. And you see, first time tasting the chili garlic oil, I used it on bean, and I can assure it was good. And now, I understand as a young person running a business in Uganda or running anything in Uganda, sometimes it's hard. I personally know that you are young, I'm young, so I know that. And sometimes in terms of resources and all those, what are some of the challenges or the setbacks that you are facing or you've been facing as you do this product?
So there have been really a lot of challenges, as you've mentioned, and especially for a young man, there are even more. There will be a lot of loan facilities out there, but they're not meant for young people. Even if they say youth are encouraged, you go there and they will say you need collateral.
Exactly.
So I have a 4-acre piece of land in Noya. So I thought I have collateral. Then they told me, no, you actually need to have a land title.
Oh.
A sales agreement does not work. So financing is really a big problem.
True.
And it has set us back, held us back from really expanding faster. And also, I started from the back of my kitchen. The saucepan I'd been using for making the chili was a borrowed saucepan.
Oh.
I've not yet returned it, by the way. and if Min Claire manages to watch this, my appreciation to her for lending me that saucepan.
Exactly.
it changed a lot of things. But imagine that I had to borrow a saucepan.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So it has really not been easy. The journey of product development. I've had to learn a lot. Like for the pineapples, the concept was there in July. We just launched it about 2 weeks ago. Late October.
Yeah.
So if you visit my production facility, you'll find really a lot of buckets of pineapples, which are never going to come to the market. But we're doing product development, and it was pretty expensive.
Yeah.
I found myself reading PhD publications, reading patents, all sorts of things I never thought I would read. And now when I meet someone, they'll say, did you do nutrition or... No, that's not the case. So it has really been challenging, but also in terms of time, I've had to really have limited time with my family.
Yeah.
And my appreciation to them for really supporting me through. So you would imagine, for example, I have a daytime job which finances this business.
Exactly.
So 8 to 5, you're at work. I pick the young man in the evening from school, do a bit of grocery. You would assume you're getting home to rest at 7. But then 7 is when I start usually production.
Yeah.
And I would run production. A lot of times I would run production up to 2 a.m. in the night, especially when doing the product development. You try one thing, it fails. You scratch your head, what next? And finances are being burnt just doing product development.
Yeah.
So it has really been challenging, but also sometimes you get the fuel to continue going, especially the chili. Every time someone gives me a good review and says this product has done this to me, amidst all the challenges, that keeps me going.
Yeah.
But it has not been easy, and it continues not being easy. For example, the product is not certified with UNBS.
Oh yeah, true.
So there are big markets which would take this product, as amazing as it is, but because we are yet to get that quality mark, we cannot have the product there.
Yeah.
So that is a setback. Obviously, that means more finances which are needed. Yeah, but it has been tough. But we're on the journey.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's always step by step. I know you'll get there. Now I'm going to ask 2 questions because I understand there's actually quite a lot of setbacks. One, I know your product has been in the market for some months now, and I believe you've been getting feedbacks from customers, from families, even from friends, like you've mentioned. Yeah. So can you share any memorable customer feedback or the stories that is related to your products? Actually, you've already shared that when I remember. Then another one, how do you use your customers' feedback to improve on your products?
So indeed, there are a lot of stories that stood out for me. So on one of the platforms, WhatsApp platforms in Gulu here, as I was trying to put the product out there, someone came out of the blue and was like, no, this product doesn't, all I can say is that it opened my ears. It was just not hot, it opened my ears. And now every meal it is a must. And really, that spoke to me quite a lot. And others came, it has opened their eyes. I really don't. Obviously, there were a few jokes here and there, but this is someone who has become really a serious client, and there's really a lot of appreciation for the product, for the dry pineapples. We want our children, even ourselves, to eat healthy.
True.
But it's not as easy as it is said. You cannot move around with fresh pineapples the whole day.
Yeah.
You cannot pack it. You're going to Kampala and because you want to eat healthy, you keep. It's really a bit difficult. Yeah. Even for our children, they will get tired of it very fast.
Yeah.
But in this form, every morning, as I'm taking the boy to school, we have finished breakfast and everything. We sit on my bike and we have a cup of the Roman Munchies in hand. So as we're riding, we're snacking. Yeah. And you can imagine how much he's consuming in the pineapples in such a mode. So that has been part of the feedback that we have gotten, but feedback has been really crucial for us to develop this product to where it is. Yes. There has been multiple versions of this product to get it where it is. And it may still get better. Yeah. For the chili oil, for example. The very first ones, it was not as clear. The filtration was not as good because we're doing all these spices. You'll see some residue within it. And from that constant feedback, we've gotten it where it is.
Oh, yes.
Even the taste itself. Like I told you, at the start I was looking for heat. I was looking at hot.
Yeah.
But from the feedback, now it is the flavor.
Yeah, exactly.
And everyone who takes it is like, wow.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you for a fact that most of my clients are people who used not to consume chili. They use not to, but they try and the flavor, they're like, wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, sustainability has been the talk of the day, and everyday people, organization, everyone is talking about that. Are there any sustainable practices or values that House Ojok Investment follows in its production process?
Yeah, the business is actually premised around circular economy.
Yeah.
I'll start with the chili oil, for example. So for the very first productions that we did, we filtered out the oil.
Yeah.
And what was remaining was dumped.
Oh, okay.
So that is not that sustainable.
Yeah, I know.
But now, after filtering out the oil, what is remaining is going to making chili sauce.
Oh, okay.
So we have gotten extra value out of the very same product. For the fruits and the vegetables, and you'll be shocked that almost 50% of all fruits and vegetables which are produced actually ends up in the dump site.
Oh, okay.
Like about half. So our innovation means that we are saving a lot on that. So someone will produce and immediately will dry it, for example, for the dry fruits and the dry vegetables, and will not have that waste. The dry fruits are having a shelf life of 1 year.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
For the dry vegetables, will even be longer than that.
Yeah.
So that is really a whole game changer.
Yes.
So I've developed the dry vegetables, but we have not released it on the market because we're also thinking sustainability.
Yes.
Because we have an electric dehydrator, if we used it to make the dry vegetables, it will become too costly. And therefore will not be able to supply the people on the grassroots that we want to supply.
Yes, yes.
So now we are really looking for financing. We're looking for support to be able to set up a solar dryer.
Oh, yes.
To make sure that our emissions are low, our energy consumptions are low, but also ensuring that the product is produced quality-wise, but at the lowest cost possible.
Yeah, true.
Yes.
Still about that, how do you ensure the quality and sourcing of your ingredients?
So that has been a journey, and it is still a journey.
Yeah.
Some of, and I'd shared this with you before, some of the products,
exactly, yeah.
we have not released them because we have not answered some of those questions.
Oh, yeah.
For the vegetables, for example, I have not answered the question of consistent and quality supply. We have developed the product, but we have not released it.
Yeah.
Until we answer that question, it may take a little bit longer to come out. But for the others, it has really been a journey. And I was forced, for example, for the chili to source it from an export company. I started locally,
yes,
and I could not get consistency.
Okay.
I could not get consistency. I would ask for 10 kgs, and this week it's there. Next week, I'm on my way bringing it. And then, there was rain. You wait tomorrow. And tomorrow the story will change that, you see, these people, I found out that they harvested and they had sprayed it. So you have to wait for another week.
Oh, okay.
So that became really a problem. So now we have really had to pay a lot of attention where we source it from.
Yes,
that we can get quality, but also consistency.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Okay.